All right, we got some surprise episodes a bit from the Aussies. Uh, Season 7, Episode 12, Discordant Harmony. So, yeah. So, first it was the Canadians, now it's the Australians. So, yeah.
Thank you
Oh,
for
so
over.
it's them this time.
Sorry, what?
So it was them.
Yep. It was the
Mm.
people upside down that said something this time. Um, so,
Not actually upside down. That's only Discord.
yeah. Uh, so season 7, episode 12, Discordant Harmony.
This episode was so cute.
It was
It was.
an animator's field day. The story itself was fairly simple, but the animators had a lot of fun. There were visual gags all
It was
over the
just a
place.
fluff piece. It was a fluff piece.
Yeah, it was very very simple, and it kind of drove home the whole point of what Starlight Glimmer was the lesson they were already doing with Starlight Glimmer. Yes, friends can be different and still be friends,
Mm-hmm.
and this is just kind of hammering that in while having fun with a Star Trek star.
Yes.
Not the only one of these two episodes that has fun with a Star Trek star. So we open up with Discord's he's feeling like he's taking advantage of Fluttershy's hospitality, by never hosting it himself. And throughout the episode,
That
we get
that right there shows quite a bit of character evolution in his part to actually have that awareness level of, oh, maybe I should do something for her instead.
Yeah, maybe I should stop being a freeloading smooch.
But yeah, he's got he's waking up. He's still learning the whole friendship business, but it is a prominent step up for him. It's a bit of self-awareness. We get a cool bit with it's one of the running gags of the episode is him talking to himself, quite literally. He produces another Discord,
Like,
and then
Are you talking to me?
Talk.
No, I was talking to myself.
and then boom.
Well, what do you think? I thought you were talking to. Never mind.
Never mind. There's no time. I'm off. Jetpack. Blink. Or whatever we want to call. What do you want to call the kind of the fan name for what Q/Discord does when he kind of blinks out of wherever he's going. I guess blinking is what I'm calling it, but it's what Discord and Q do. It's what they do.
Yes. Usually, I think it's called flashing out.
That makes me think of something else.
Would he?
Yeah. But I'm sure that's only for his and Fluttershy's little party.
Uh-huh.
So an interesting grammatical question: if he's talking to multiple versions of himself, are they himselves?
Yes, it would be himself.
It's an odd question that doesn't really come up much.
Nope.
But I guess it would come up a lot more often in time travel stories than most of them.
True.
So you go to the tea shop. He doesn't much care for the tea being just normal. So he makes Jin sing
Well, I mean, come on. Who drinks normal tea?
Everybody.
Well,
Except
I know
Discord.
somebody who drinks burnt tea.
Please.
It's Lapsang Souchong, which is basically tea that tastes smoky.
Please,
is not
singing
normal.
tea is the best.
Which it makes me wonder, if they just cut the pun, because the Jin sing pun works in English because sing is sing. Does the what kind of pun are they going to use for other places?
Well, they could do what they do in anime, where they just explain in a subtext,
Translator's note.
Translator's note. This is why this is going to be funny.
Like,
yes.
Ha 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 ha! That is so funny. Ha 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 ha!
Yes, that's why, or maybe they can figure out some clever way. The localizers can figure out some clever way, because maybe in Chinese or something, it goes, oh, if this statement right here, this kind of tea actually has the word singing in it, and so we can still make a pun or something. I don't know if it even goes to China, but another. Okay, so he gets his ginseng tea. He's actually quite considerate when he goes to the kind of pottery place. Goes to get a tea set. He surprises the shopkeeper, and instead of just letting them fall or letting the teapot smash on the shelf, he wasn't on the shelves, but
He just imitates it.
He catches them both and kind of sets them down. It's like
he's also very generous with his bits, because he leaves them a lot more money than they. Although I guess if you can, create money out of thin air, you don't really care about spending it.
Yeah, and knowing him, they might be counterfeits. You look at the coin and it's got Discord's face on it. It's like, what?
Yeah.
But then again, that might be worth more, because there's a limited number of ones with his face on it. So,
it could be like
collector's items in their own right.
You could be like, well, yes, it does have my face on it, but at the same time, it is still real gold.
True.
Even
if he did stuff out of thin air.
Something I found kind of funny is that he went to two different stores, one for tea and one for like a teapot. Because usually when I go like tea shopping, just one store has both the tea and the teapot.
Well, the fact that he goes shopping at all is a thing.
True.
He could have just, if he had the imagination for it, he could have just gone, you know what? I'm going to make a teapot. I have made a teapot.
Yes, but the premise of that whole thing is that Fluttershy goes through so much trouble to do those tea times. So just materializing it is kind of cheating.
That is true.
He wants to put the same level of work into it as she does. He wants to show her that he cares for her the way she shows she cares for him, by putting in as much thought into their tea time as she does. So of course he's going to actually buy stuff and try to, be all, oh, I did this by hand, not by hand or claw or whatever.
Let's see. So then he goes for decorations. He picks up piñatas and lava lamps, then turns them into a sneezing piñata and a mini volcano, respectively.
I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure that the piñata was played by Rarity's voice actor.
Tabitha St. Germain?
I didn't look either, but...
because she played the Gravy Boat that one time, and probably some other off characters.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, but it won't tell you in the IMDb because it literally only has John Delancey and Andrea Liebman listed.
Of course.
Cast just Fluttershy and Discord and Pinkie Pie because it has her listed as Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie.
Yep, because Ponka shows up. Because that's the next thing.
Yes.
He tends to have blue glowing, flying, folding napkins.
Those flying, self-folding napkins. And then Pinkie Pie's, ooh, those are fun!
Where do I find those?
Where do you... Like, although, if you think about it, that actually is a pretty interesting party trick. So he could probably copyright that and end up making some money out of it.
Yes, literal
Especially
crane-folded napkins.
Only they fold themselves into a bunch of shapes, not just cranes.
Yeah.
So, he runs into Ponka. Ponka advises him to make her feel comfortable since he knows her so well. And that's where the trouble starts. You know, usually asking him to be a little more normal is where the trouble ends, but now it's where the trouble begins. As he starts to de-chaos his place.
Yeah, it's like, I like what you've done with the place.
Like, Mr. Rogers, what have you done with my Discord?
It's suspicious.
It's like, I know we've never talked about it. I know we never talked about it, but I'm pretty sure Fluttershy likes gravity.
I know we never talked about it, but I don't think you really like gravity, do you?
And apparently pinatas hate bats.
So well.
Well, duh, didn't you know that? I mean, everybody knows that Pinata hates bats.
And he sends the
that was
seeing on a world tour.
I love when the box comes back, it has like a whole bunch of stickers on it.
Exactly.
Let's see. So Discord tries new hairdos, including a Fluttershy one and a literal beehive.
Yeah.
Yes, he ends up looking like Mr. Rogers, and it's quite boring. Which all of that.
I liked when they gave him a Fluttershy hairdo.
It was also Henry VIII at some point.
Yeah.
But
Greetings.
But Fluttershy is surprised and worried by how normal everything is. It's like, this is not healthy for you.
It's like, does the tea sing, or is it green, or is it envious of the other teas? No, it just tastes good.
Anyway, somebody's got their headphone, doesn't have their headphones on.
And then that might be Alex.
He goes so far as he actually literally offers her milk toast.
I know.
I mean,
that's the most boring food you can ever offer someone.
Well, it's that's literally what you call it. Well, no, I should stop saying literally so much, but it comes up a lot in this episode. It's just that is the word you use when you mean somebody that's kind of boring and vanilla. It's like, yes, that is quite exactly the most boring normal food you can throw out there. So, being a spirit of chaos, he begins to fade from reality because apparently being normal is poisonous to him. Which brings up an interesting idea. If, for Celestia, there's Luna, sun and moon. Is there an agent of order that would start to fade if it started acting chaotically?
Let's see. Probably who or whatever created the elements of harmony.
Yeah, the Tree of Harmony was my thought, but it would be interesting
or just the elements themselves, because the elements were they created by the tree, or was the tree created by that?
They came out of the tree.
Yeah, true, but at the same time, who made the tree?
Yeah, that's the thing. When the world was created, you had the Tree of Harmony and Discord were formed.
The tree is Yggdrasil.
Okay. But
the tree of from
But yeah, I mean, maybe Discord has like a brother or sister.
Yeah. Let's see. So Fluttershy tries to cause some chaos by the Mad Mare tipping over a cup.
Oh no, it's so chaotic.
Taking a bite from each sandwich while spinning them.
Well, that's not chaotic, that's just rude.
Rude can be chaotic, because rude is going against the order. Okay.
Discord isn't afraid of her cooties, so it's all good.
Yeah, true.
She gets mirrors and talks to herself with them, makes stairs to nowhere, nails furniture to the ceiling. Basically everything Discord removed, she puts back.
Good thing she was a Pegasus.
Yeah. That's why she doesn't mind his disdain for gravity.
Although, then again, Pinkie Pie probably could have nailed those things up too.
That's because Pinkie Pie likes to nail it. I mean, what?
This is a safer work stream.
Yeah, it's a weird play. She could do that because Ponka in physics, they have an uneasy relationship.
Exactly.
So then we get the kind of summation of the episode that kind of hauls down everything and just says, here. The sword says, well, this is what you were hoping for, but this is the complete opposite of your tea parties. Fluttershy goes, I wouldn't expect you to throw a tea party the way I would. We're different. Discord responds with, I know, I was afraid that you saw exactly how different we are. You wouldn't want to be friends anymore. Fluttershy replies with, what? Why would you ever think that? Discord, because you and I don't make sense to any pony else. Fluttershy responds with, that may be true, but we make sense to me. I never would have thought to make singing ginseng before I met you, but you've opened me up to so many possibilities and impossibilities. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I like you because you're so different from me. Discord says, you do? And Fluttershy says, of course I do, silly. Besides, what's Discord without a little chaos?
So cute.
That little exchange right there just kind of sums up the episode. We're different, but that's okay. We can be friends and be different. And you shouldn't try and be too much like your friend. Just be
yourself.
And if they're your real friend, they'll get you and they'll be okay with it. They want you to be you. Because otherwise they wouldn't be your friend in the first place. But
it also has a bit of a tie-in to the Yak Yakistan episode. Not this season, but the season before, where they first meet them and Pinkie Pie has to throw the party.
Yeah.
And she's trying so hard to make everything like they want.
Yeah.
When really they wanted to see what their culture was like.
Yeah. It's been pretty hammered down. This particular lesson has been pretty hammered down because we also got it out of what Glimglam's doing right now with what she was doing when she did her, nobody can be different, nobody feels left out because everybody's the same. It's like, it's not, you could be friends and be different. It's fine.
Yeah.
Occasionally causes chaos, but otherwise it's quite fine.
Yeah.
It was an okay episode. It was a vehicle for John Delancey to have fun. It was fun for animators and Discord to just have fun with
it. Discord's my favorite part about My Little Pony.
Me too. He's the reason I'm a brony.
Right. Same. Let's see. Before I end this review, I have two things. One, how did Fluttershy find Discord's house?
Didn't
he materialized her in?
Yeah, he blinked her.
Yeah, he snapped his fingers.
He summoned her. He summoned her.
It just seemed like he opened the door and she was there.
Yeah. Because he snapped his fingers, she popped in, and he opened the door and was like, here you are.
It's like, Discord! I was taking a shower!
Oh, please. It's not like they haven't seen him in the shower before.
Okay, and that brings me to my second thing. So, like after I watched the episode, I was like going on Facebook and stuff and seeing what other people were saying about the episode. And a lot of people are bringing it up something, and it kind of pissed me off, saying, Discord and Fluttershy, that's pedophilia. I'm like, no, it's not. Fluttershy's an adult.
No.
There's an age gap, yes, but...
He has a big age gap, but at the same time,
she's a grown mare.
She's not a kid.
And not only that, but because he is ageless, it's kind of like the whole, an Aragorn and Arwen thing, where, huge age gap, but it doesn't really matter because Discord's immortal, so anybody is going to be too young for him. Even Celestia.
Well, maybe not Celeste.
Because he does.
Yeah, I mean,
it depends on how you read their backstories. Because if you read Journal of the Two Sisters, which I think is considered canon,
I think the books are generally considered soft canon. They're canon until we change something that conflicts with it. Then whatever we put in the show counts.
Yeah. So, if you, considering that is so far canon, then, he's still older than them because they had,
Oh, no, I know. He is definitely older than them. I was just making a joke about Celestia's age. Oh, anyway, no, that was my 2 bits.
In fact, her coat wasn't always white. That's just old age showing.
Anyway, anything else from Discord and Harmony that anyone wants to?
It was an awesome episode. I loved it. Yeah,
it was okay.
It solidified my theory on Discord's essence, because I always figured he was literally the element of chaos, which does kind of contradict when he lost his power during the Tyrek thing, because he is the manifestation of his power.
True.
He is because he is, not because of a physicality, which is why he's able to alter the very fabric of space-time, because he has no form himself, so he can change his own form and everything else.
Yeah.
Which is why he started to fade when he stopped using his element.
That needs a cue who accidentally wandered into the wrong dimension. Anyway, that's it. I think that's a pretty good wrap on that episode.